Today on With Heart, our newest edition and how to work with contractors. Hi everyone, welcome to With Heart. We've had a lot of things happening in our family. The very most important is little Anna was finally born, and we welcomed her with open arms. Even though I was giving birth, things were still happening at the house, and that's because we had contractors here working on it. I get asked a lot about contractors, and today I'm sharing my tips for working with contractors. But before we get to all the tips, here's an update on what's been happening in our entryway. A lot has been happening. New front door, that's probably one of the biggest developments. It's beautiful, it lets in so much more light. We decided to go with clear glass because we didn't want to obstruct the view of the valley. Let me show you the den. This room was also a big benefactor of vaulting the ceiling and raising the ceiling. It has the coolest ceiling line now. And this huge window that we put in place is going to have some built-in shelves around it that are built along the plane of the roof line. I just think it's going to be so great. Okay, so we've had to hire out some of the things in this house, mainly just because of the timeline that we needed to stay on and keep moving forward. We couldn't do everything ourselves, although we are doing a lot of work ourselves. So, if you have a project and you want to use a contractor for it, my first tip is to get more than one bid, preferably 3 bids on each project. Now, the reason you want to get more than one bid is because even if you've worked with a contractor before, you want to make sure that their price is competitive. So you want to approach a contractor, have them come out, look at your job, tell them everything that's involved, get everything in writing as far as what they're going to do, what's covered within the bid, whether supplies are covered in the bid, and make sure that everything is set in stone so that you know, bottom line, here's what the price is, and then go to the next contractor. Now my next tip may seem a little bit counterintuitive for my first tip, but it's that you don't always want to go with the lowest price. Now, price is very important, but quality of work is maybe more important. And we've had some situations with this project and other projects where we've gone with the lowest bid and the quality of work has just not been as high as it should be, and we end up having to go back and correct mistakes and spend more time and more money fixing that. That isn't always the case, and luckily we haven't had to do that very much with this project, but we have had to do it a little bit. Tip number 3 has to do with your relationship with contractors. You want to be fair and respectful to them. Likewise, you want them to be fair and respectful to you. So there are a couple of tricks, I guess, if you will, that we use to work with contractors that we really appreciate, to show them that we appreciate their work. The first one is really, really simple. Buy them food. It may seem like it's such a strange tip, but contractors often put in long hours on jobs, and if they're at your job site, they're probably skipping lunch or dinner. They're always hungry. So go and pick them up some dinner or a snack or a treat. If you're heading out to get something, offer to get them something as well. It makes them a lot happier and kind of puts a goodwill between the two of you. And my final tip is that the best way that you can show your contractor that you really appreciate them is to use them again and also refer them to other clients or friends that you may have that need some work done, because contractors always need a steady stream of work. So I use the same contractors usually for all of my client work as well. If I have a project that I'm working on with a client, I refer them to the same contractor, and they really appreciate that, and they know that I'm going to use them again and that I trust them and I trust their work. So those are my tips for working with contractors from me and Anna. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for much more right here on With Heart.